Hello everyone, this is Mehreen Hashmi and I hope you all are doing well. So about my channel, I talk about different struggles, social struggles and about my own trauma healing and about mental wellness and how to be a composed person and keep yourself sane. And I'm not a counselor or anything, I'm just talking about a lot of social taboos and everything. So if you want to know about my story and our daily life struggles and few things that we don't want to talk about, then do subscribe and thank you for watching. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. About my work, you can follow my Instagram and visit my website. All the links are in the description. So recently I was at an event and I noticed a couple of things. I was talking to someone and somebody barged in, and regardless that I was talking to that person just didn't care or acknowledge or the presence or anything. And then what happens is that person you are barging into and you are rushing to contact, that person is mentally in another conversation, so that doesn't work. And another time also, a couple of things happened over the week, and I was talking to a person, and then there was about art, because I run an art gallery and I'm a curator. So I was explaining this thing to a buyer. This person barged in a social gathering, and then she, instead of acknowledging that I'm standing there and doing this for a living, she started talking about what she knew, because we love to talk about and tell people that we know about art, and we don't want to acknowledge the people who are doing this for a living and those people who are doing this professionally. I think it happens with a lot of professions. So she just barged in, and I tried to and she was talking about a poster, and I tried to make a point that, listen, I do this for a living, and what we are talking about is an art piece which has a value, and what you're talking about, it's nothing. But then that person didn't register my presence or didn't want to know about her mistake, or if I would her, I would be just say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that you are a curator or whatsoever. Because these are the bad manners. And mostly what happens is, another thing connected to this conversation is, I learned about projecting, that our friends tend to suppress our polite person who is already getting bullied or suppressed or overpowered in a conversation or in general life. We don't tend to stand against that person who is a bully, who is coming strong unnecessarily, or who is doing a wrong thing to your friend or your relative or your family member or anyone. Because the person who is bullying or who is coming strong, it's hard to communicate with, so we choose the easier side for our friends. It has happened with me also, that in a situation a lot of times that when I was standing up for myself, or I was trying to set my boundaries, other people set me to be a bigger person instead of telling that person what they're doing wrong. Because it's not about fighting, it's about that telling that maybe that person doesn't know that he or she is making a mistake, and that's not a nice thing to do with other people. And what we do is just to oppress the person who is polite and subtle and timid. That's what we do, instead of standing up for them or making a point. So this is wrong, because forgiveness comes in different stages. It's about, first stage is to just accept your mistake and apologize and try not to make that mistake again. And we don't do that. We want other people to, we pressure other people to just forgive and forget about it. And that's not right. It's our basic right to make a boundary and just to, have your groundings and standing. And we don't want to do that. If somebody is doing that, I don't know, in our society, it's a very huge controversial thing to stand up for yourself, and somebody is doing wrong. We think that it's a wrong thing, and especially for girls, because we have that kind of conditioning that if we respond to something wrong to other people, we are called badtameez, or we are called that she is, we never use a word for straightforward or honest or confident. We use badtameez mostly, because if I responded to the person that, hello, you are saying this wrong, or you are crossing a line, so I was called right away badtameez, because I was trying to set a boundary. That's wrong on so many levels. So if you think that somebody is, first of all, forgiveness is depending on that person who's getting hurt or suffering. So let the person decide, okay? And otherwise what happens is that if you think that somebody is doing something wrong, and if you not so confident enough in yourself to make a stand for that person, let the person take a stand for themselves. Don't stop them, because it takes a lot of courage and a lot of guts to do that. So take care of yourself, and do set your boundaries, because it's your basic right, and you can do it, and you're not doing anything wrong. And if you can't stand up for your friend or your family member or anyone, just at least let them deal with it on their own. So take care, and do subscribe, and have a nice day every day. See you soon.